All right, welcome to the Levi's Grand Fondo 2010 cycling event here in Santa Rosa, California. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 8:30, and we're just at the last end of about 4,000 cyclists that are going to be heading out on one of 3 different routes. You have a grand route, which is 103 miles. It takes 5 hours going 18 miles an hour. You have a medium route, 65 miles. You should be able to do it in 3 hours. And then you have a piccolo route. And the piccolo route is about a 32-mile route for beginners. And we're going to join in the crowd here.
Birthday people.
Kind of loud.
Happy birthday to you. 22 years old, that's so magical.
But as you can see, I'm right at the tail end of the participants in the Grand Fondo. People come from all around to participate in this event. It's an event intended to raise money for cycling and bringing the California tour through Santa Rosa. So everybody here is just kind of walking. And there's the entranceway. This is actually an all-day event, and then as the cyclists come in from one of the 3 routes that they choose, there's a large park here called Finley, and they've got all types of vendors here selling bike apparel and equipment, and then they have different food vendors and entertainers and all that. But you can see there is quite a crowd. So I didn't actually register for the event, but I'm gonna tag along. I'm just gonna join in the ride up here a little bit and take you along for this 2010 Levi's Grand Fondo event here in Santa Rosa, California. All right, so here we are. We're on West College Avenue, just at the beginning of the route, and all 3 routes go the same direction. And then they'll split off depending on which route you're taking. And everybody is just kind of, as I was just told from a fellow participant here, it's more of a ride than a race. And I was kind of surprised. Everybody's just kind of meandering down the road here.
Yeah, isn't the beer booth up here?
I'm sorry?
Isn't the beer booth up here?
Is there a beer booth up there? I don't know. So, anyway, you can see there's cyclists everywhere you look. Okay, so one of the things that's nice about this ride is there's no traffic. They've closed the roads. And there's a nice shot of a balloon up overhead. I'll try to zoom in on it a little bit. There's actually 2 of them. There's another one right over there. So, just cruising along. Okay, we're about 3 miles into the 32-mile ride that I'm participating in, and I wanted to stop and share some of the scenery with you. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 8:30 on Saturday, and this is western Sonoma County. It's just littered with vineyards and cow pastures, and very, very, very scenic. And there's just cyclists coming along. And there you see some dairy cattle out grazing on a lazy Saturday morning here in Sonoma County. And this stream of bike list, it'll just go for, I don't know, probably go for the better part of an hour. Or
Go Giants! Go Giants!
Some Giant fans there on the route. Giants lost last night in the second game of the playoffs. So we'll just get some of the folks coming by.
Hurry.
Hey. lot of really enthusiastic people out here this morning. All right, I think that's enough. Let's get back on the road and catch up with some of these folks. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a little incident that happened up here. I don't know what it is, but there's a couple ambulances here. Just slowed down. This is a road where they do have traffic, oncoming traffic. They've stopped the traffic going west on this road. But as you can see, there's a lot of probably unhappy motorists that are waiting for the bikes to pass, and little do they know that's going to be quite a while before all these bikes passed. But anyway, so we're up and running again. One of the things I like about taking up cycling is it takes me to parts of Sonoma County that I hadn't really noticed before. And you really get a good view of parts of the county that you never really would have noticed if you hadn't been on a bike. So here we are, we're out probably about halfway between Santa Rosa and the ocean. And you can see it's just a beautiful day, lots of people cycling coming by. Okay, now we're going up one of the climbs, and you can see we have our supporters cheering us on from the Avalon Bed and Breakfast. The climbs aren't too steep, at least at this part of the ride. But as you get further towards the coast, there's some real doozy of climbs. But we'll just keep plugging away. Okay, we're still climbing. We're not too far from Occidental, and you can see the hill is taking its toll on some of these participants, but not the lovely lady that's right next to me. She's just plugging away like a real trooper, right?
Must be all that running.
Must be all the running. You're a runner. How about a swimmer?
A little bit.
Have you ever done a triathlon?
No, I haven't.
Is this your first Grand Fondo?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wonderful. It's a nice day for it. Okay, so somebody's coaching us on here, telling us that we have some relief up ahead. Okay, we reached the summit. We reached the summit, and we've got some folks here cheering us on. All right. You can see right on the right. Okay. All right, so here we are at the halfway point for the Piccolo riders. That's about a 32-mile ride. We're in the town of Occidental, and you can see they've got various vendors here. One is Cliff of the Cliff Energy Bars, and they're giving away some great samples over there. And you can see people are just kind of milling about here, getting ready to get on the ride back. You have the American Lung Association over here, and they've got a spread of, boy, they've got a spread of everything that you could possibly imagine over here. They've got bananas and M&Ms and watermelons and oranges and cookies and strawberries and pretzels and cake. They've got just about everything that you could possibly want out here. So we're going to start our ride back and get back to the big party back at the Finley Park in Santa Rosa. All right, so we're on the final stretches of the 32-mile Piccolo ride, and we've got about 2 miles maybe before we reach the finish line. And this last stretch of the Piccolo route is taking us through one of Santa Rosa's many bike trails. Off to the left, there's a really nice large cornfield, which is kind of different for this area because normally you'd see wine grapes, but somebody here is growing corn. Okay, so here we are coming down the stretch, and just completed 30 miles in the 2010 Levi Lippheimer Grand Fondo. And although this isn't the Tour de France with the arch in Paris, I'll take this nice little inflatable arch. Okay, and there they are cheering us on. Okay. Everybody's, all the fans are going crazy. They're all going nuts. All right, so here we are. This is the after ride festivities, and although it looks a little bit sparse right now, it'll pick up. This is just the beginning of the afternoon. A lot of the people are still out on the various rides, and you can see they're selling everything from merchandise over here to the Levi Lippheimer's King Ridge Grand Fondo. So you've got merchandise over there, and you've got all types of bike vendors that are here. This should be interesting to see. This is Gerard's Paella, and I've seen him at these events before. It's worth taking a look and seeing all the paella cooking over here. Let's come on in and see if we can get a peek. Really is something to see here. Look at this. See, they've got all this paella cooking. Look at that. So this is Gerard's Paella. They've got some wood-fired pizza over here. And they've got a nice stand going with some music. Some cars on display. And that is the conclusion of this visit to the 2010 Levi Lippheimer's Grand Fondo. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you're in Santa Rosa next year, come on out and join us for a ride.